run from the judgment. According to your works, you'll be paid. You can't run from the judgment. Watch your things when you do and when you say. You can't run from the judgment.
This is Princess Pyhia representing for Reggae Britannia, and we're here with the talented Queen Amiga. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
How's your journey been coming to the UK?
It's been good, you know. My Royal Bliss tour has been fine. No complaints. Just cool and easy. Meeting and greeting with the people. It's been a good experience.
We know that you've been busy running around London town and, you know, reconnecting with all the people. Is it true to say that your journey in music, although you're originally from Trinidad, kind of started in London?
It's true to say that, yes. That's where I really got my first opportunity to record internationally. My first album, which is self-entitled and still by the fans, their first love, Queen Amiga.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take it back, Queen Amiga, in regards to how it all began. So, going back to Trinidad, we know that originally you had a calypso background.
Right.
So tell us about that.
Well, you know, SoCal and Trinbago, I grew up working in a music studio, KMP Music Lab, so that's where I really got the opportunity to showcase my talent as a singer. And I work with a lot of the soca artists, the biggest names down to the upcoming ones, and yeah, that's really where I got my opportunity to showcase my talent.
Wow. And is it true to say that your mum kind of helped you, groomed you into that?
Of course, yes. All the talent shows, TV, 12 and under, party time, yeah.
Wow.
Mom was always there giving me the inspiration and telling me, go do your thing. You know you're a singer, go out and do your thing.
So how did the transition happen from soca to reggae, roots rock reggae?
Well, I think that happened when I was 16 years.
Right.
That was when I really started to get conscious. You know, at that age, you want to make a choice.
Right.
Because you're becoming into an adult. So I made a choice, and that was Rastafari for me at the time. And I embraced Rastafari, and that's where I really got my spiritual growth.
Right.
Yeah.
How did your family take that? Were they supportive?
They were supportive because I grew up in a Christian background, in a Christian home, you know.
Right.
So it was strange. My mom, I remember she saying to me, I don't understand this Rastafari thing. But she said, since I realize you're reading your Bible.
Right.
And you change. So if this is how you want to serve God, go ahead. Just remember Christ.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you've taken then a journey to Jamaica.
Yes.
And how was that experience for you?
It's been a good experience, you know. I mean, working in the studio, I got the opportunity to go to Jamaica because the producer at the time, he always used to give me kicks, you know.
Wow.
You see, you're Jamaican, you're always singing this ragga music. I'm going to carry you Jamaica. And I got the opportunity in the year 2000 to go to Jamaica with a rock band.
Right.
From Trinidad.
Wow.
But I was there just to add a little dancehall flavor.
Okay.
And I went, and it was nice. Caribbean Musical Expo. I remember when I hit the stage, everybody was like, "How is she? How that? How is she? How that?" And everybody just came closer to the stage when I heard my big mouth.
Wow. So it's interesting that you were traveling with a rock band. What was that fusion like?
It was good because, I mean, being in the studio, I do all genres, you know. All genres of music. And at the time, there was this band, Solomon. I was there, and he was doing a brand new album. He was working on his album in the studio at the time, and just being there and working on the tracks.
Right.
He said, "You know what? You gonna come Jamaica with us?" It was fun. It was kicks. But I realized it manifested, and I took the opportunity, and it was a good vibe.
Amazing.
It was really good.
Amazing. So from that, you come to London.
Yes.
Where we are now.
Yes.
And you worked with so many people. So tell us about your...
many.
Yeah.
Well, my journey, I mean, coming to London, and then from London, I branched out to France and then to around Europe. So I got my opportunity to work with some French producers, and that's when I got Destiny album out there.
Yes.
And since then, I've been coming to Europe every year. At least once a year, I would come and I would tour. I would do Europe, I would do France, Italy, Sweden, Germany, Spain, you name it. You know, and I give thanks for reggae music for this, because if it wasn't for reggae, I don't think I would have been able to travel the world.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And just coming back to London, who was it that you worked with in London when you
I
first
worked
came?
with Rough Cut, if I can remember good, because this is like over more than 15 years. Rough Cut was the was the band that worked on my album, my
Yeah.
first album, Rough Cut Music. And I remember working in Stonebridge and recording the album BBMC, if I could remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes. Yeah. Those is like memories, man. That's good. Fish, that's a bass man. Bubblers on the keyboard. Tony on the guitar. Wow. Horsemouth on the drums.
Yeah, these are all
wow.
major names.
Major names. So I work with some of the biggest names in London. Trust me.
Wow. So like, you know, we can hear a baby in the background.
Yeah.
And we know that, you know, through social media, you're a mother.
Yes.
And I really want to speak to you from a female perspective, because sometimes as an artist, I guess, you don't get to give that out there.
True.
There's a lot of female artists who have to juggle being a mother and an artist and everything else.
Yes.
How do you do that?
With the grace of the Most High. That's all I can say. Sometimes I want to know how I do it as well. I mean, I guess you don't have a choice.
Right.
You have to know how to manage your time and balance, you know, and this is what life is about. And I think I'm doing a good job, you know.
Definitely.
I've been on the road this time with my baby, and it's been a good experience because she's a great traveler. She's been a good baby.
She's been very good followers. She's been wonderful.
Oh yes.
We saw Queen Amiga come out the car, and I saw her with this baby in her hand, and I was like, wow. You know, everything on social media, it's real. It's real. So what would be your advice to other working mothers, be it an artist or just a woman that wants to pursue her career, but she's a mother and she still wants to hold on to that responsibility? What would be your advice to her?
Well, I mean, first of all, motherhood is first, you know, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do what you have to do, because at the end of the day, you're a mother, and first you're a woman.
That's right.
You know, and we women, we rock the cradle. We are the top, you know. And when I say at the top, I don't want people to be misinterpreted, because right now we're living in the time of the woman. So now is the time for us to rise. Now is the time to let the woman go on the forefront and do her thing, because we have been put under for too long.
Wow.
So now is our time, and just be focused and be strong. That's, I think, those two. Be strong, because challenges is going to come, obstacles is going to come. This is life. You can't run away from it. But be strong in everything and know to bounce back. Be resilient and know that you're a winner and not a loser.
You heard that from the amazing Queen Amiga. Wow, it's just amazing what you're saying to me. So spiritual. There's a song, one of my favorite songs from you, which is Making a Sacrifice.
Yes.
And I kind of, based on what you were saying, was that part of why you wrote that song?
Of course, you know, as an artist, you have to let people know your personal experience, and you have to know how to put it, you know, pen, paper. And that's why I wrote that song, Make a Sacrifice, because, you know, I say, you know what, people think this thing easy. I'm going to show them this is not no better rose, you know. It's hard work, you know, but the reward is there. You know, the reward is there, because when I go out and I meet people and people say stuff to me like, oh, Queen Amiga, when I was down, I listened to your music and I feel so good. That gives me inspiration, and that gives me the motivation to continue do what I'm doing and don't stop. So the reward is there.
When you're writing your songs, because your lyrics are so powerful.
True.
They are, you know, anyone I talk to always say, Queen Amiga, her lyrics are powerful, her songs are powerful.
Wow.
Where else do you get your inspiration from?
From life itself, you know, from life itself. This right now is an experience. This is an inspiration, you know, because you came from where you came from just to be able to be with me. I mean, from Most High, you know, Empress Menen, His Imperial Majesty, and elements, you know, the elements, life itself, nature, everything. I look at everything and I appreciate everything, and I try to see how I can just be a better person, be a better artist, be a better woman, so I can contribute to the universe, you know.
This is amazing. I know it's gone on the female side, but I'm going to stick on it.
Yes.
I'm going to stick on this.
Yes.
We have a lot of females, especially young up-and-coming reggae females that are coming up worldwide, but also in the UK. And they find it, you know, difficult to break through.
Wow.
And you're a very strong artist and a strong female. How did you deal with that? And what would be your advice to them?
Well, you know, you can't give up. Don't give up, because there are times I felt like this thing ain't working out. this thing ain't working out. People don't want to hear conscious music. People want to hear rah-rah. You know, people want to see skin up and all these things. But I say, you know what? I have to do what I have to do. They're doing what they got to do. And listen, I have to do what I have to do. I'm being Queen Omega, just carrying that name. It's a title. And it's a powerful title. And it's a title that's given unto any conscious woman. Once you know who you are as a queen, you're Queen Omega. And carrying that title, I had no choice. So I want to say that don't give up. Don't give up. Even when you feel like, boy, I can't do it. That's the time when you really have to be like, okay, tighten up my lace, straighten up my belt, and let me just revision, refocus, and just don't give up, because we need you.
Yes.
The world needs more positive female. The world needs more Queen Omegas, you know? Because life right now, we're living at the time of the dark era or the last days, whatever you want to call it. We're in a time where we need more positivity. Yes.
Wow, this is so inspirational, just speaking with you, being beside you.
Yes.
I'm feeling this vibration. I mean, what's your aims and ambitions going forward? Because you've done so much work, and I know that you will never stop. What is your dreams and aspirations as to what you want to do now?
Well, you know, for me, Africa, you know, I want to be able to tour Africa.
Wow.
Because I've been touring around Europe for a long time, and I have never been to Africa. And I would love to go to Africa and spread the message out there to my African brothers and sisters as well, because they need to feel that love. They need to feel the vibration and the good energy too. And hopefully, if I can have a workshop, something going on down in Africa where I can contribute, you know? Yeah. That's
amazing. You heard that? Any promoters that deal with anywhere in Africa, contact Queen Omega's management. You have to do this. I know that you had there was a tour in Trinidad where you were performing with Randy Valentine.
Oh yes, we did a cruise. We did a nice boat ride. It was a good experience. I love Randy Valentine. He is such a sweet person. I'm not talking about the artist. I'm speaking about the person himself. I love him. I love his vibe. We did not get the chance to connect. We were supposed to connect, but time goes so fast. You know, so hopefully, Randy, hopefully when I come, we're going to link, because we have some work to do together.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's so many other UK artists that would love to work with you.
I am open, you know me, I'm open. I'm open to do works, because, you know, iron sharpeneth iron. So the more we link, it's the better for me. If I can do work with artists from all over the world, that will get my music worldwide. So I'm glad. I'm open, and I'm here ready to do some works.
Amazing, amazing. So how do we get hold of your music?
Okay, so everything is social media now. So we have Instagram, The Real Queen Omega. That's one
right.
word. The Real Queen Omega. Instagram, and then the Facebook, Queen Omega Music. You can check out Queen Omega on SoundCloud as well. You know, and every time you Google Queen Omega, then you will see some of my live performances. And then we have the email addresses. That's for bookings.
Right.
That's Queen Omega Bookings at Gmail.
Right.
And if you want to send some music to me, like the producers, you have Queen Omega Music at gmail.com.
Amazing, amazing. And in terms of purchasing your music,
well, the website, actually, it's we're constructing it right now at the moment, queenomegamusic.com. So hopefully that should be up and running before the year is finished.
Right.
Because we have some merch, some t-shirts, we have some stuff there.
And Amazon as well, iTunes, I guess.
iTunes, yes. You can check out Queen Omega on iTunes, I'm sure. And did I say SoundCloud before? Yes, SoundCloud, yes. SoundCloud, Queen Omega too.
Wow. Well, you've heard it right here on Reggae Britannia. You need to check out Queen Omega's music. This is real. This is a spiritual moment, and I don't get much spiritual moments, but I'm having one here right now.
Sweet.
And it's a good vibration, because it's a woman vibration.
Yes.
Never give up is the message. Queen Omega, you know, if we could talk to you all day, we would.
You'll do it.
Definitely.
I know.
I just feel so good being out here talking to you.
Thanks for coming.
Definitely. And obviously you're going to have the show tonight at
Yes.
Heritage in London.
Yes.
And that's going to be, I'll be there. If
Boom,
you're not,
boom.
you need to be there. You need to be there.
Yes.
So that's in Cricklewood Heritage. That's a beautiful place. You know, they often do a lot of Caribbean and reggae.
Nice. So I'm in the perfect spot.
Definitely, definitely.
Yes.
It's nice and intimate
Eyes, bless up yourself.
Yes, it's lovely. So you've heard it right here at Reggae Britannia. Queen Omega, thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless.
Oh, it's just amazing. So if you want to see more interviews such as this, just make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channel, or you visit our website, which is www.reggaebrit.com, or Instagram and Twitter at ReggaeBrit. One love.
Shout it out with me if you're living a life stress-free. Who Jah bless me, so no one curse. Blessed you are if you're blessed from birth. Blessed, shout it out with me if you're living a life stress-free. Who Jah bless me, so no one